Alright, so for tomorrow, you're going to need to be able to determine some sequences using words and symbols and find terms in arithmetic sequences. So these are all cool, awesome, and amazing things to be able to do. And they are actually surprisingly easy to be able to do as well. So let's go ahead and move on. First things first. Some vocab words you will need to know. Sequence is an ordered list of numbers. A term is each number in that sequence. And an arithmetic sequence is when the difference between any two terms is the same. So just for example real quick, 2, 4, 6, 8. Now we have a list of numbers in order. Here's my terms, 2, 4, 6, and 8. And the difference between all of my terms is the same. The difference between all of them is 2. Moving on. Alright, let's take a look at this here. So maybe the question is something along the lines of find the 5th term, or the 10th term, or the 20th term. There's some information we got to figure out first here. First of all, this is the term number in our sequence, meaning this number here is the first number in the sequence. This number here is the second number in the sequence. This number here, well, you get the point. The difference in our term numbers is 1, so each time we're going from the first term to the second to the third. The difference in the terms itself is 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. Now, when I express my pattern, or when I say what's my relationship, I'm not going to say the difference is plus 2. That's not how I want to show it. I want to know, how do I go from here to here? Because if I were to ask you what's the 50th term, you're not going to sit here and count by 2's the whole time. Nope. Not what you want to do. We want to be able to say that the 50th term is what? So that's what we need to figure out next. Well, the term here, to go from the term number to the term, I have to multiply this times 2 and add 2 more to it. Let's make sure that works every time. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 2 is 6. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. So 50 times 2 is 100, plus 2 equals, not a question mark anymore, 102. So in other words, if I were to ask you what's the 1000th term, you should be able to solve this. If I were to write it in a math sentence, it should look something like this. The term is equal to 2 times the term number plus 2. And this is a fairly simple pattern to express. Alright, I'm going to let you try this one on your own. I would say this, pause it here, solve this problem, then click play. See if you got your answer right. Ready, go. Alright, here we go. Here's our solution. First of all, I put all my information in a chart. So I know my first week is 10, second is 12, third is 14. So I can see that there's definitely a pattern here. I need to get to 50 though. I have no idea how long it's going to take me. My term number difference is 1. My difference in push-ups every time is 2. And I'm just going to go ahead and define my variables. W is weeks, P is push-ups. And the pattern I picked up on here is that the number of push-ups is equal to 10 plus the weeks minus 1, but then doubled. Let me explain this a little bit here. So if I know I'm going to do 10 push-ups, that's equal to 10 plus 2 times, well, what number week is this? Oh wait, week 1 minus 1. So that's 0. 2 times 0 is 0. That works. How did I get this formula? Well, let's look at the second one. How do I get to 12 from 2? Well, I could do 2 times 6, but that doesn't make sense because 1 times 6 doesn't work, and 3 times 6 doesn't work either. But I know I'm starting at a base of 10 because there's a relationship here. So how do I go from 2 to add 2 more? Well, I could just say plus 2. Doesn't work because plus 2 doesn't work either. Maybe it's plus the number of weeks, so here would be plus 3. No, doesn't work. Every time though I am adding 2 more to 10. But how do I know if I'm at 3 weeks and I'm supposed to add 4 more? Well, 3 weeks, sorry, let's change this real quick. At 3 weeks, I'm adding 4. Or in other words, 2 times 2. Where did I come up with 2 times 2? Well, the number of weeks minus 1. So another way I could write this would be 10 plus 2 times 2. Now remember, I'm trying to go from weeks to push-ups. I'm not trying to go from push-ups to push-ups or weeks to weeks. So let's see how this equation would work. So if P equals 50, my goal is to get to 50 push-ups. I'm probably going to work backwards to get to weeks. So I could do this equation here, or I don't like to use distributive property that often, so I went ahead and set it up like this. Subtract 10 from each side. Oh, I still got 2 over there, actually negative 2. So I'll add 2 to each side. And I'll put 42 over there equals 2 times the number of weeks. So we'll divide by 2 and get 21 equal to W, or after 21 weeks, you'll get to 50 push-ups. School year's 36 weeks, so you have plenty of time to get to even more push-ups. If you still have questions or need more help, page 403 in your book, 25 to 35 odds. You're responsible for checking your own answers. Tomorrow morning, we'll be walking in right away with a problem involving sequences, which might actually earn you $10,000. I'm not joking. This is a problem that you could solve to have earned you $10,000.